Um, okay, so okay, it's showing. All right, so today's I'm super excited to be here. We do this every Tuesday by 1 p.m. and the goal is to be able to trade live with you, do some basic analysis, talk on some basic principle that can help you become a profitable trader, and as well analyze some few pair. So if you do have any pair recommendation, do well to share and I'd see it and we can um, we can as well move from there. So I don't know if you can see my screen. No, hold on. Okay, I want my screen to be showing. Sorry, guys, I'm coming. I want to know why my screen is not showing. All right, so I think this is good now. Okay, so all right, so this is good. So let's look at some charts and let's tell you what I'm looking at. So on this pair, so basically it's just simple psychological level and trend line. So first thing I like to do when I come to the chart is to go to the 4 hour time frame. So this is Euro USD, and so it's almost New York session. Let's see what we are looking at. So sorry, do not mind this. These are just trading sessions. Let me take it off. Okay. All right. So what has been happening on this pair? It has been on an uptrend up from the 4 hour up onto this level. We had a test with resistance level here. It resisted here. So let's see. Okay. So what I like to do here is to mark out key zones that serves as psychological level to me. So I just mark down these two places. Go to the 1 hour. From the 4 hour, if you notice something, market has been on an uptrend, but market now is creating a lower low, right? So you see here, we broke above here. So ultimately, I'm expecting a sell up to the down place. I'm expecting a sell, but I'm not seeing any entry for now. I'm not seeing any entry now. I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Hello. So I had a call from my office. So now expecting a downtrend because market has been creating on the 15-minute market has been an uptrend, but now it's been selling. So you see, market has sold up to this level, we started up, sold. Now it got to this zone, and yeah, I'm going to join. Just be eating. I'll join you shortly. I'm live, just teaching, taking some tutorials. Yeah. So now we're still expecting a push to the downside, but now our confirmation pattern is going to be what I call double. double top. That is M pattern, right? So I expect the market would go up a bit, maybe before we can get an entry to start selling from. I'm expecting a sell, but for now, when price pushes up a bit, so I will have a better price. I would sell this market and we'll put our stop loss just a little bit above the previous high. You understand? So that because most of you, some mistake you make is you do not know how to set your stop loss. You think that you just measure 20 pips. No, as long as you're targeting 1 to 2 risk reward, which is fair. If you are losing risking $20, you should be making $40 if it go against you. So right, but now you have to put your stop loss above because if price comes here, price would only take away my stop loss if I'm wrong, or maybe there's a news. And currently, there's no news I'm aware of that's going to happen today, or that's going to affect this pair. So now, I expect that price, even though it retests, maybe it just plays around this zone. But you see, my interest is still protected, and and it's keep dropping. But let's be here, so we'll just check that later. So I know some people like checking on. Some people like trading gold. So for gold, this is what we are looking at. This is the outlook on gold. We'll go to the 4-hour time frame. And, gold has been very bullish, but all of a sudden, we saw like a big drop down here up to this level, which has been amazing to see. So it's very tricky now because the overall trend has been so. Let's go to the 1 hour. Market has been on an uptrend. So the only advice is to continue to buy. So but now let's go on the 15-minute time frame. So if we want to trade and if we should trade, I will always advise one thing: stick to the trade. One thing that has helped me consistently to get to a point of profitability in this game is, among many other factors, the ability for me to, remain what, to stay, ability for me to stay, follow the trend. It's just like a moving train, right? You don't want to be going, trying to force a train to go backward when you see a train is just moving, has just been moving forward on a consistent basis. So one thing that can help you, just stay to follow the trend, stick to the trend, let your bias be on the trend. So on this pair now, currently, I'm not seeing any opportunity because the market is just choppy. There's no clear direction. So the only time I can trade, if you must trade gold, you just wait for gold to take up this high before you can enter. So it takes up this high, get here, takes up this, then you can continue buying. But this zone, you have to avoid it, please. That's what I can, from analysis outlook on gold, is to buy if it takes off this high. So let's look at BTC USD. Okay, the network is fluctuating, but let's look at it. Let's look for a plain chart. It's not loading. A new chart doesn't want to load on this. Let me try refreshing. Okay, it doesn't want to load. I don't know why. Okay, but this is a chart. I don't want to take up these levels I've drawn here. These key levels are very important levels to me. So now for BTC USD on the 4-hour, what are we seeing? The market has been what? On like it has just been on an uptrend, right? It has been on a downtrend, but we see recently it's just been moving up, and I still expect more push to the up. But a law of three candle that helps me. And usually before this market start reversing, at least it would give us three candles. Look at this sell, at least 3 candles before I start anticipating the buy. So what it means is that I'm expecting more sells, more drop to this point. But to be on the safe side, I always like sticking to the trend. There's so this is what I'm expecting, right? To get to this level. So my stop loss will be protected here, just below the here, this zone. So this is like we're going to be making 1 to 4 risk to reward ratio. So this is what I'm expecting. Let's analyze one more pair. I don't know, the network is so bad I can't even load any pair. Well, I think these pairs are enough. So today there's no signal to take. But one thing I want to teach you today, I know that many people who join this life are kind of beginners. You're just starting your journey, and maybe you are in that phase where you're in a lot of signal groups. You take signals from people, like you can't even analyze the chart. You don't even know what you're doing. You're just trying to see, get your feet to understand what this is about. You're probably losing money and a lot of that. So these are the people here. So I just want to give three key things that can help you to be able to get to a point where you can get profitable. So let's attack two mindsets that are very important that changed the game for me in this thing is first of all, you have to see Forex like a career. It's not a get rich quick scheme. I know there's a lot of people who make trading show a lot of flamboyant lifestyles as a result of trading profit and a lot of that. If you really want to last in this game, you have to see trading like a career. All those cars, phones, all those things, especially as a beginner, they can be a very big distraction to you, especially when you're starting because those people who show all those things, most times they've been in the game for decades, 10 years, 7 years, 8 years. And they went through this process, like the process of, where you are currently. It wasn't always like that for them. But now they've gotten to this point. It's just unfortunately that most of them are influencers. They show these lifestyles. But trust me, the people that even make the most money from forex trading, they don't even have YouTube channel. They are those very silent professional traders who has been there for ages. I'm telling you. So one thing you have to see trading is as a career. So how for those of you who do not know how career works is when you see a doctor, he goes to school for a period of like 7, 8 years, becomes a medical doctor, goes for housemanship. He's under like what a consultant, even though the doctor already knows the theory and all of that thing, he still goes to the hospital and is under a consultant doctor, the consultant doctor, still learning the ropes and all of that thing, still trying to figure his way out. Even when he gets perfect, from time to time he gets to see cases where he still have to call on his or her consultant to say, "Oh, I just see this thing is so strange. I haven't experienced it before," because experience to begin to play in. Like some people have been in this game so long that beyond the chart, they can just tell you they've been in this like for 2 market, 3 market cycles, so they know how it works. So as a new beginner, you have to see trading like a career more than just an avenue for you to make money. You would make money, but if you see it as a career, your expectation about making money becomes so low, and you begin to see put in passion for knowledge, passion to learn. Most of you, you do not really know the value of education, right? Because there's little barrier to entry. You can just come now. All you just need is a broker. You have a little $100 you can fund your account. You can start trading. So any industry that gives you that little barrier to entry, you can want to start. You can want to begin to see it like an opportunity that okay, I do not need education. I do not need to learn. I can just come in and I can just make all the money in the world. But trust me, there are little people who are really profitable in trading and makes money from trading. It said the statistic I was saying that almost 95% of people who trade are not profitable. 95% of traders in the world are not profitable. It's just like about 5% that are consistently profitable. So when I mean that about profitability is if you are come with the account, you are an account of any amount, say maybe $1,000, would the year end, maybe at the period of 12 months, would that $1,000 still be in your account and with profit? Many people lose it. They do not know how to manage capital for that long, extended period of time. So you have to see it as a career. And what that means is you have to learn, prioritize education, prioritize knowledge, mentorship. I see people saying, "Oh, why do people have to pay for mentorship? All these mentors and all of that." Trust me, most of the people who have academies, right, who are really traders making money from trading, trust me, the $100, the 200, or even $500 you pay has no impact on them. Trust me, it's just so unfortunate that sometimes we disrespect and disregard the sacrifices people make to be able to get to a point where they've gained mastery in an area. And when they want to give them their knowledge, you're starting, if you're making money, why are you now selling courses? It's not really about selling of courses. Really, it's about passion to be able to learn. Most times, these people, if they invest their time for free, people do not really value free thing. That's why universities, people do not go to university for free in most top-notch institutions. People do not things of value cost their price to things of value. That's because there's value in their time, and so that's it's just a way for you to be able to get access. So anytime you have opportunity to pay for mentorship, especially from someone who already know what they are doing, do not see it like you are doing the person a favor. You are really doing yourself a favor because you cannot take the knowledge away from the person. The person will keep on making money, but you need the knowledge. So number one thing is get away from the noise. Begin to see trading as a career. Number two, you have to first of all see yourself as a money major. You're a money manager, right? In hedge fund setting, they call traders. They call them what? Money managers. They are asset managers. They manage assets. What does it mean? It's as much as Forex gives you the opportunity to make 100 times 1000x return on your investment. It has risk. It's a high risk investment. You can lose everything at once. This is like a $7 trillion a day industry. That means $7 trillion every single day is traded in the financial market. So that means the market can take away $1 million and he doesn't even know that it's so small, like it's so very insignificant that they will not even notice. There are people trading with billions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars. So if market take away your 1,000, your 1 million, your 5 million, your $10 million, it's very small. It's very insignificant compared to the volume that is being traded every single day. So one thing you want to do is you want to master risk management. I know you're coming with a little money, but I see that your first $100 you're funding, see it as an opportunity to learn discipline, to learn to master your strategy and to master your emotions. It's not really about making money. So you want to be able to get to a point where that your $100, you want to be able to manage it for 6 months. That way, when you think in terms of asset manager, money management, you're coming to the market, you want to make money, but that is not your 100% priority. Your priority is to be able to manage that capital, hold that capital for an extended period of time. So that's what helped me begin to change that orientation about making profits, making profit, making profit, and begin to train your mindset in managing capital, managing capital. That you want to be able to hold an account for a period, manage that account, and grow it gradually, and with at a very commensurate rate within maybe a 6 or 12 month period of time. Then lastly is to know that then lastly is to be able to get to a point where you after you've the number one thing I said is what? So you just keep my mind. Okay, you have to see trading as a career. Number two thing, you have to see yourself as a money manager before you think of yourself as a money maker. And last thing is trading is a psychological game, right? It's a psychological game because anything that involves you putting in your money, naturally people are emotionally attached to money. And why trading is very emotional and has a lot of psychological impact is you can literally watch you losing. You know how hard and difficult it is to earn money. And knowing that this thing has the potential to give you much money, but can help you lose everything at a very fast pace. So it's very emotional. So you must get to a point, first of all, that helped me is I know that you cannot make money without risking something. So I just get to a point to know, okay, since the thing I'm risking is capital, so I have to predetermine how much I'm risking per trade. That way, I'm psychologically okay. So when I'm in a trade, I'm very patient, I'm very calm. I let the trade do its thing. All I just need to do is to set my stop loss in the same amount I know I'm willing to risk for that day. So I can leave a trade, I can go do other things and paying little or no emotion. But sometimes what people do is they over leverage, and at the end of the day, just little pips in increasing or movement in price, the account gets blown. So guys, thank you so much for being on this live. We do this every Monday. Please do well to always tune in every Monday, every Tuesday by 1 p.m. You can do well to watch other educative video on the channel. Drop your if you want to be part of my Telegram community where I share all my trades. Click the link on the description box or type the URL on the screen, and it just takes you to the Telegram channel where I share all my trades for free. So thank you so much for being on this live, and see you guys next Tuesday by 1 p.m.